will he go for the cannon? Don't think so. Victor is what they hovered before. And it is a decent amount of magic damage, but I think it's okay to go ahead and pick this up. You have some really nice range, some nice burst, but instead it is going to be a change to the Akali last second.
Which we know he loves to do. And Beryl and Harding Age support used to be amazing. Is it going to be enough? I don't know, Valdez.
Seems like fan chants are canceled all across the board. I thought maybe it was just for the first series, but no. Easy peasy. It's definitely not easy peasy, though. It's incredibly hard to pull off. As Cuz is looking for a gank, and you see Canyon was kind of scouting in the enemy jungle, but does not spot him here. And Khan jumps in, the perfect time to get baited. Although he is really fast on the Jace, and he kind of just laughs at the Rumble. But here comes the slow out of the Gnar. Probably going to force a flash here from Khan. Here's the follow-up from Kana. And now it should just be running down the Jace from here on out. The flash available for Cuz, and that is an easy cleanup. First blood. We've been going down that line.
We have. And Nashor's 2 is finished. Kana doesn't have the Knobber available because he's in the general vicinity.
Okay, trying to go for a trade here. Kana gets way out of position and just gets dunked. Spawning up now. I like the route that Canyon takes. Very safe. Knows the potential of Faker to get on in there. He's really getting in there, but the Senna ultimate does come out. Canyon now looking to take the fight to Faker, who ults away, and now he's just going to die. Fails the flash as well. The Faker is all alone, and now Keria trying to spare the blushes, trying to get something going here. And they should be able to catch Canyon eventually, and finally they do, but now T1 kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Nice ultimate here from Kana, but Beryl gets a huge shield to survive against all of that damage. Now T1 is on the run. Beryl gets in there and a perfect body slam comes out from Keria. But Khan is doing such insane damage, and the flashes come through for the double kill of Khan. And now they're looking for Teddy. The root will come down. Showmaker's going to lose a fight to Kana, but it's still a one fight to the way of Dom Kia. Ghost on full health after that one.
Senna's help, and action hasn't stopped yet.
Kana's all alone. He's so dead. There's nowhere for him to go.
Still very standard, haven't really talked about that. The Divine Sunderer, also an item that Senna loves. It has really good synergy with her Q, you know, the on-hit procs just do so much damage. It's kind of an Ezreal situation. And then also, like that Ghost is opting to lethality, Khan's probably dead.
Khan is just dead. He's trying to put out as much damage as possible, but Faker just puts him in the dead zone.
Coming around now for most, you already mentioned Faker, his hit is, Cuz is getting close. Kana now also has the Starix finished, and
Showmaker saw the ward over the wall. I mean,
he's alone.
He's just up here alone by himself. He is 1v4. He is surviving for quite a long time, but this guy should eventually die, trying to do a little bit of damage to Showmaker. Gonna step it up here. He TPs up, and they're gonna force T1 to respond to this Baron take. Keria's looking to get in there. Oh, another huge engage! Keria, what are you doing today? What did you have for breakfast? He is making T1 win this game. Somehow, some way. Kana's able to flash in there. Doesn't really get the stun off, though. And now Showmaker is doing some kiting down here. Kana going a little bit too far forward. And now everybody on the side of T1 is flashing away. Keria, he's got some rocks in his backpack today, not able to do it all by himself. And Damwon will be able to take down the Baron.
What a masterful fight by Dom Kia. This is the team that we saw win Worlds last year, and this is the team that was kind of missing him aside. We saw glimpses of them, but the amount of damage that is soaked there by Beryl is absolutely insane. And if they can also grab this Drake...
Oh, they didn't know about this TP, I guess. Teddy had no idea, and oh man.
Come!
Double kill. And now this TP is coming in. Faker trying to spare the blushes of his team, and Khan just says, no, thank you very much. We'll take the Baron and the Drake and your lives. And that just might be game number 1 for DK. I mean, they're stomping him now.
And I think and that's like a 90% kill participation and is like single-handedly carrying team fight. Like, okay, Khan, okay, so sorry for mentioning the Cyan. Are
we going back in? I suppose we are. Showmaker's just dead, but now Khan gets angry, gets in the face of them. He flashes the wall, and the stopwatch is so beautiful as well, but he will go down. This is such a messy fight that's coming in here, as Ghost is left alone on the left side as well, but Damwon are winning the right, as Faker will survive. But he is all alone. Finally, Kana does make his way over Beryl, trying to frontline here for Canyon, but Canyon a little bit too behind the wall. And Faker incredibly scary at the same time, and Damwon just buying some time for the minions to push in.
Look at the base. Base is going down.
Okay, well, Faker is he's trying to flash in, looking for that kill, and he will be able to pick it up. Beryl actually not able to find the Akali. And okay, nicely dodged there, but the Shuriken doesn't land, and Kana should be able to pick up the kill anyway. Really nicely fought here at the end of it all, as 2 more kills will go to the side of T1.
It's not over just yet, Val. This T1 are not letting go of this one. Might be able to pick up a Drake here as well if they can hurry their way over. One go. The top teams have shown in the LCK, so I'm really happy to see these two do it, but I hope the rest of the LCK kind of comes along, because it's taken real low.
Lucian, fun champion, especially when this far ahead against some squishy targets.
They have Baron buff.
Yeah. Baron buff makes this building destruction a little bit easier as well. We are just pushing in. The TP is coming on in, and this is Faker, but they're looking for the kill onto the Gnar, who's about to hit Mega Gnar. Can he actually do anything? A big stun into the wall, and they're looking for Showmaker, but he will survive the flash away, and Faker is not able to pick up the kill onto this Lucian. Cousin Teddy getting some crazy damage done on the left side, but T1 just a little bit too far behind and not able to make it count, as Damwon Kia will take down that final turret, and they will take down the first Nexus of the series, but not before they take out Cuz to pad their stats.
And that's
definitely the case in this one. I think they were kind of just able to strong-arm Hama Life in their first series, but Damwon is a whole other beast here, and you can see Khan nearly up at, he's got like 900, 800 damage per minute on this Jace. Really putting on a stellar performance in this matchup. By the way, we did get an update. It means basically like super strongest, greatest, genius, monster, legend.
Yeah,
that's
pretty appropriate.
That's what that thing on the on the fan sign meant. So I think that's an accurate description.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Sylas is the final pick, by the way, for Showmaker.
In terms of damage spreading, it makes a lot more sense. 80 in the jungle, 2 solo laners AP.
Yeah, there you have it. And one thing that really struck me was that there's an incredibly low amount of range in this game on both sides.
It's going to be a fist fight,
I think the highest range is Kalista, or is it Kai'Sa? Because, as you mentioned, the farm issue is there. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, if you consider the lanes that he could potentially gank, I would imagine probably not bot lane. I mean, you've got some nice initiation alongside of the Alistar, but going up against, Fate's Call and Gragas is not going to be easy. As we're flashing in, we're looking for the stun, and that is going to land. Canyon already uses his flash, and Faker says, get down. Beryl has been able to rotate over here, but it is 4v3 for the meantime. Beryl takes an insane amount of damage, but he gets the 2-man knockup. That is really big. They're going to take out Buzz, and they're going to take down Keria. This is a disaster for T1 as Nocturne hits 6, and they get 3 kills on the back of that, alongside of the blue and alongside of the Ocean Dream.
Perfect example. The moment... Yes, that's the face of a man who just had a great teleport.
You have the ward down that sees that, okay, the Gromp is up, and he didn't go for the Gromp. Bottom side should be clear. So where is Sejuani? And that's going to be the easy flash out of Khan, but Cuz is able to get that summoner spell as well. And Khan is just going to be totally fine.
So it's a nice flash force as they go in here.
Yeah,
looking for the big
damage, and oh man, the TP comes in first from Damwon, but the big knockup on a Canyon. Equalizer getting huge damage down, and now the final boss of Damwon is here. It is Showmaker. He is so fed. The slow is going to land on a Cuz, and that's going to be enough. They don't need to land the ultimate. They just get the slow down, and now Showmaker's 3-0. Keria, once again, desperate to try to carry this game. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to, though. Teddy trying to kite it out here. There's the body slam coming on in. Still the ultimate available for Beryl, as he is going to be able to cancel out that engage very easily, and no further kills will be given, although Showmaker is looking for more. Oh, and there's a teleport as well. It looks like T1 might have just gotten themselves into a really desperate situation. There's the 1 kill, and Showmaker, you know he's looking for more. Not going to be able to pick it up. Teddy will survive, but that is 3 kills and yet another dragon into the pockets of DK.
Oh, can they get the charge? I don't think they will. Oh, yes, maybe.
Looks like the charge went, but we do have a one-on-one up here in the top side. Khan is angry, and a couple of autos would do it, but Faker will survive, and he's got Canada to help him out. But here comes Showmaker. Keep in mind, he is a little bit out of the way, though, but T1 not really able to land on a Khan until just now. That's going to buy a little bit of time with the Blast Blast, but now Showmaker looking for a bit more. He's got the kick, but Gwen is doing some insane damage. The kick comes in, and Faker gets his own kick and shuts down for 600 gold.
Full control back of this game.
Okay, looking for a play on a Faker here. It looks pretty easy, actually, with the equalizer coming on in. Even Beryl was barreling down the mid lane there, looking for a potential follow-up. Another fight up in the top side. This time it's onto the Gwen, 2v1, and it looks like they will get the kill, but let's see what they can do about it. Showmaker just going to go ahead and steal a Sejuani ultimate. Good start for him. Faker eating a bit of damage is going to give the stage over to Damwon. We are going to begin picking away at this one. You see Beryl up on the top side. The Paranoia is going to come in, try to deny any vision, and look at the knock up there onto the Sejuani. Cuz just evaporates in this fight. A nice kick on the Canyon. They're trying to do the same. The Gwen is getting a ton of damage on a Beryl as well, and Damwon immediately jumps ship. They are out of here. They pick up the Dragon, but that is a 2-for-1 win in kills over to T1.
All ultimates are available here.
Is this the typical take Infernal Soul and die 2 of your members and give up Baron and lose?
No, it's dumb.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't.
Not
think
happening.
Yeah, different series. Okay, 5v5. We got the Callista in the mid lane, but Teddy easily comes on down. Beryl is going to get ulted and just laughs at him. Going to lose that Sejuani ultimate for now. Showmaker's got a cask, so keep that in mind. More kiting back, more respect this time from DK. So we're looking for the perfect engage. Keep your eyes on Beryl. He still has his flash. Keria doesn't have his.
Neither team has poke.
Yeah, I mean, they're all melee. It's like, what are you going to do? Okay, that's getting pretty low. Beryl's just going to ultimate, gets a huge knockup, and there is the wombo combo. Well, where's the damage? The kick is on the Ghost, and there is no follow-up from the side of Damwon. T1 are going to sweep them up and take down the Infernal Drake. A huge team fight win going the way of T1.
The must-win fight was won indeed, Vel, as they pick up the Drake. Immediate flash there from Ghost. And the real victory might be them being able to pick up the Baron. It's Cuz getting sacrificed yet again. It's the life of a Sejuani, but what they get back for it in return is definitely going to be worth it.
All right, well, I already know what they're saying on the forums. Ban Gwen.
I mean, that's not wrong.
I'm feeling the energy right now. Khan is here alongside a Ghost, and they do have a lot of damage as Ghost is getting a little bit of room, but Faker does a really nice job of zoning them away. Ghost are not really able to get on in there, but Khan is able to pick up a kill. But Faker will go down. Can they get on top of that Baron? No, it is going to go the way of the Callista. But Ghost looking to take away as many Baron buffs as possible. And here comes big brother Alistair. But, well, let his younger sister die. As here comes the Paranoia, but there's no vision at all, as Canyon is not going to be able to pick up the kill. But that is the Baron alongside of the extracurricular activities. T1 will pick it up.
And this is where you're looking for the, where you're like, as Kane, like, oh, I know that Sweeper is better, but if only at the
Khan gets caught though, that's not gonna help. It doesn't look like he doesn't even have flash, so he's just dead. And that's 30 seconds until, yeah, I mean, that's it. And even without the Baron, it looks like they're going to try to push here before this Infernal Drake. See what they can chop off now. And it's going to die pretty fast. I mean, they have some pretty insane damage. Lisa and Gwen, Callista. Beryl is looking for it. It seems like DK really want to get on in there. That's a miss on the Sejuani ultimate, but trading ultimates in the jungle. It's now trying to get on in. They're trying to burst down Keria, but again, Fate's Call is right there. Returning to the Baron. In goes Faker, and he's kind of all alone. Up on the top side, big knock-up, and Ghost just gets way too low and taken down by the Needles and the Gragas with the Ignite. This is looking really good for the side of T1. Dom1 desperately trying to get that engage going and deny the Baron, but it will not pan out, and we should be going to a game number 3, as Canyon just going to be denied any access to his own base. And unless Khan can pull off a miracle here, it looks like T1 have done it.
That's what we all wanted. Game number 3, Valdez. And turns out you were right. Those stopwatches actually, most valuable item in the game is an execute. Doesn't really count. And T1 take a decisive victory here. And we are going to a 3rd game in this banger of a series.
Yep, there you have it. T1 has most damage in the game, actually goes to Faker at the end of it all.
And I think Faker had an incredible game. That not necessarily super cohesive.
Stop trolling, Carrier.
Carrier's playing for hard every time, man. He just keeps doing it, and we've got to stop falling for it collectively. Because it's not good for us. And this could, this would make sense. And this could go into 2 places. It could be a top lane or a mid lane. In fact, it's much more supportive. I don't know if that's going to be enough, because T1 looks like they're in form tonight.
T1 came to play, that is for sure.
I'd say so.
You know, I do agree with you. Putting Showmaker onto Karma is just... You know, it's like in the past when the T1 fans were
There's
up
so
in
many of these. It feels like at some point...
Wow, this
Faker!
is so aggressive, and it's mid-Karma, right? I mean, he still has his flash. This is not necessarily the the champion you want to do this against. And Canyon gets spotted moving into the brush. That second harpoon is going to let him know, and he is going to have to flash to the blast plant. So a lot of aggressive trading here from T1. It is going to get the 1 flash from Canyon. This reminded me of game number 1, except now it's Akali. He's looking for the kill, but he is not going to get it. Pretty easy first blood is taken here, and take a look at this lane state. Looks like Kana can kind of hold on to the minions and not push this one out. Of course, the teleport available for Khan, and he will immediately get up to the top lane as we have more action, and that's going to be Beryl taken out, and they're looking for a little bit more, although Keria will take a hefty amount of damage on the backside. The Rend is not enough, but he hops in, and he picks up the kill. Teddy with the mindset and ability to note the fact to make a move onto that. Khan just got his teleport, but take a look at this. Ghost is all alone. He has to flash away. Finally, Beryl is able to come on over, and Keria just gets the hell out of there. He was not wasting any time. He's like, nope, okay, we went a little bit too far. Let me flash the wall.
It's interesting that both of us were like, you know, Hexflash being disabled, it might be big. Exactly the same got picked. Magnastorm.
Ooh. Well, I mean, he was able to force the flash at least, but now there's going to be a really sick counter engage. That equalizer is huge. Gets so much damage out of that backline and zones everybody away. Beryl tries to make the play, only gets the flash, and T1 are going to get this Infernal Drake basically for free on the back of that. And that is just another huge step forward for this T1 roster. And take a look at this, Ghost left all alone. They found him here again. And this should just be the kill handed over to Teddy once again. This bottom lane is so incredibly scary. Beryl, again, no flash. He's trying to get over the top, and the Solar Flare comes in, and this is just the easiest kill you've ever seen. If Keria lands, he's in a pretty good spot now. So, Ghost, funnily enough, he's actually the same level as Teddy, but yeah, you're just dead again. This is not the greatest look for Ghost, and T1 are just...
Again, go back. When is Showmaker the best? When you put him on a champion with agency, he's just not able to do that, and he might just die here.
We'll ignore the Solar Flare, because what really matters is that Showmaker is going to go down here. He is Karma.
Is he?
Wow, okay, yeah. I should have known. They made Karma too good. As the damage is here in spades, though, for the side of T1. Trying to get that ultimate out of Canyon. He will eventually use it as in comes the knock-up, and Kana, okay, Khan trying to make something happen. He picks up 2 kills and gets the shutdown onto Teddy. And now it's 4v3. There you go, yeah. I mean, that was insane. I mean, he saw blood in the water and he immediately pounced. That's what you want. And You know, we were waiting for someone with any kind of ability to do anything, to do something. Finally, we got it out of Khan. Now that the team fights are starting, Khan is getting pretty strong on this Akali. See what he can do, because he is one of the only hopes left for Damwon. T1's still heavily in control of this game. That's a nice equalizer. And, okay, Khan trying to make the play work. And gets a lot of damage. Now he goes back in, and that is a massive engage. And follow-up from Beryl and Khan. And Damwon have found a way to make it back in this game. They pick up the dragon. They're evening up the gold. Faker will be able to flash away, so it's not an ace, but they can't keep getting away with this. Damwon find another team fight win.
Everything comes together for Damwon Kia there. It's Showmaker with the immediate shield to get everyone off of that equalizer because it just doesn't do enough. The health bars are low. People are getting bounced from left to right over the wall. And then again, Khan goes in. Sure, he gives up his life, but the amount of damage that he does before he goes down is absolutely insane. And it feels like after that previous play went wrong, Damwon Kia just seemed kind of scared. And they can't crucially kill Khan there. And then once he goes back in with the shuriken, it is just beautiful with barrels crash down there. And now all of a sudden,
let's watch it.
Game's wide open.
It's the second R away. He lands the shuriken. Knows he has Beryl to frontline, as well as the solar flash that actually did come out from Keria. So that's a couple of big ultimates that are denied once again on the side of T1, and just barreling down the mid lane. And where did the chase go? He just got assassinated by Khan, and Ghost just going underneath this turret, not leaving anyone to live here. Keria desperately trying to do anything in this one to peel, but he will not be able to, and with no minion wave, they'll just run at the Baron.
나이스!
We were waiting for that.
왔다!
He's looking for it.
We're going.
Or are they going to find him?
He finds Keria, but that's the stun coming in, the solar flare. He doesn't seem to care. And yeah, he just walks away from this one. That's a nice amount of game. Then he gets on the backside alongside of the shields. So we're just pushing on in. Khan able to get down to the bottom side. Here, Ghost just zoning in the top side of the map. And here's the engage getting onto the backside. That's a really nice equalizer, actually. Beryl is all alone in the backside. Can they just do this? Can they just smack him with their wallets? Khan is dead, and down goes Beryl as well. Khan trades his life for it, but now 4v3 in favor of T1. DK kind of playing a little bit here with their food. They've got full health bars, and they still have Ocean Soul with the Karma. So maybe it doesn't matter, as Ghost is going to move forward and try to get the kill on a Teddy, but now Canyon's going to go down. And maybe Damwon have played a little bit too much, or maybe they have not, as they will just be able to shred everybody. And the typical Ghost effect comes into effect here at the end of the game. He picks off an insane amount of kills after everything is said and done, after everything is set in stone. And down will go the Nexus and set this game in stone in favor of Damwon Kia. A very early lead that they sustained for actually a significant amount of time. And that's like 15 minutes almost.
Yeah.
13 minutes-ish, where T1 were pretty handily in the lead. And then it was just...
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason with the POD interview translation, and Khan will be having the solo interview joined by Subin. Welcome and congratulations. How are you feeling, Khan? After we came back from MSI, this one was the first match, so I was feeling a little bit nervous, and also in addition to that, it's been almost 2 years since I last played at Low Park, so I'm really touched by the fact that we can play in front of the live audience. Definitely this match was having a huge hype, and Damwon Kia was always dominating up against T1 for a very long time. So what was the focal point for the preparation. T1 already had a match up against Hana Life Esports, and that match provided some information for us to kind of come up with the completed tier list. So we were able to kind of have a lot of discussions about our strategy. Game number 1, T1 actually didn't ban one card, and then they let open Lucian and Senna. What did Ghost and Showmaker say? Those are the two confident picks for Ghost and Showmaker, as also Goma said this was a really nice situation for us. In Game 3, Showmaker played Karma. We were expecting Akali for Showmaker, but it was actually you piloting that champion. I think the draft actually went as we expected. And we had Karma and Sinjao. There were some kind of situation that was required for us to play Sinjao and Karma, and we were able to actually fall into the perfect situation today. However, there were some accidents happening on the side lane, so T1 was able to have some lead. But were you confident to turn the game around? Well, our mid and jungle duo still stayed solid, and also looking at the champions we had and they had, well, T1's comp was definitely about strong in the early game, so we were kind of feeling okay about it, something that can happen. As time went by, and as I was able to hit some power spike, even though I got killed early on, Akali was not getting touched throughout the team fight, so we were just waiting until I was able to, hit the power spike. And Kwan, you finally showed up on some aggressive picks, something that we remember from long ago. You were able to play against 2 players in game number 1, and in game number 3, you were able to pick up multiple kills on a very low Akali. So let's take a look at the replay. Could you break it down for us? We already had enough Dragon Sticks, so we really wanted to, continue the stack and also look for fights. So we were able to zone out the opponents, and Rumble had to use his ultimate, so there weren't many difficulty for me to find the opening to go in. And all the analysts were screaming watching that play from Yukon. And some people say this is not really a top meta, this is more like a bottom or the jungle meta. But based on what we saw today, I think this is definitely a top meta. So which role do you think is the strongest in the current meta? I don't think one lane or role really stands out. It's more about 5 players playing with great teamwork, but I think still in this kind of a situation, always mid and jungle is the centerpiece and core. After a very tight schedule, Tamankia was able to make a fantastic return here at the LCK. So any message over to the fans? During the MSI, we were not able to wrap up the tournament on a good note, but still we were able to get another seeding for the LCK at Worlds, and we are kind of saving up the energy for Worlds, and we will do our best in order to burst everything we've got at that tournament, Worlds. And this will be the end of the interview from the solo POG Con, and I'm going to pass it back to our casters, Valdez and Chronicler. Thank you and good night.